4, 5. And I'm live. Yes? Yes, I am live. Is it live?
It looks very live.
Ah, very good. I shall now harass the friendos.
Welcome, Gerd.
Has someone entered the chat? Yes, Gear has... Gear has entered the chat. And, I'm just gonna, in a different server that doesn't have a channel for this, I'm going to put in the cat pictures. I'm live on Minecraft right now. There's cat pictures in the corner. Just...
And Gerd, not only the chat is mine, the stream is mine too.
Yes.
I commandeer it. No, I'm just here to talk silly and distract Zazzy from playing Minecraft.
Yes. Alright. Gear, I have a question. Should I advertise this on the Mindstuck server? Alright. I'm not even playing the mod associated with that server though. Just ping in the general chat there. I'm streaming Minecraft right now. And we'll see if anyone takes the bait, and I'll hit them with the old switcheroo. And anywhere else I could ping. Should I advertise on tumblr.com that I'm streaming Minecraft?
Welcome, Kai. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, Kai. We're talking about places I could potentially advertise this Minecraft stream.
And of course, the fast bearer is here too. Welcome, welcome.
Ah. There, I'll post it on Tumblr. The worst place to advertise ever. And on Twitter, the best place to advertise ever. Two notes plus one reblog equals success? Yeah? Yeah, that really do be how it is there.
It probably is, yes.
I've got a cup of coffee and a little bowl of peanuts. Pre-shelled.
Sounds like you are very well prepared.
I am. I also have a 1 liter bottle of water here on the floor next to me. I don't know why, but every time I load into this world, for like a split second as everything loads in, my character loads in with the fucking Mr. T skin. You see that?
Okay.
Nope. Do a little spin to make sure everything loads up. There is a wandering trader over here. You. Found you. What do you have? White dye, coral, fern, vines, oak sapling, bucket of tropical fish. You know what? I'll have the white dye.
So, something that always baffles me about video games in general, and I'm playing video games for more than 30 years now. Why is bunny hopping so popular?
Because it's usually faster.
Yeah, but
It's not always faster.
it looks silly.
It does, but it's faster. And that's the important thing.
Well, yeah, for some people it's the important thing, that's right.
You. Give me the white dye. Oh, moved away. This pit is becoming a mess. Oh. Are there any children in the, oh, there's wheat. Hang on. Wheat identified. I must destroy it. Did you hear the explanation as to why the villagers can't have wheat?
I was here last week, and yeah, it was about not reproducing too much.
Yes, if they... The wheat...
Or rather, other way around, if they have wheat in their inventory, they cannot reproduce or something like that?
Yes, because they need food in their inventory to be able to reproduce. And if they have
And
wheat...
wheat is not considered food because it needs to be processed to be food, I think.
Yep, and it also gives you 2 non-food things, wheat and wheat seeds. So it fills it up real fast because they only have 4 slots.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime I see wheat in there, I gotta take it out, because that means one of the villagers still has wheat in their inventory, or wheat seeds. Oh, no, that goes in food. And it will eventually spell doom for the entire village. Which I find hilarious.
Yeah.
The
In other
villagers...
games, wheat is most likely the most efficient way to get food.
Yeah.
But seems not in Minecraft.
Nope. It's carrots and potatoes, because if we give them wheat, apparently it will make them sterile, like the worst version of a gluten allergy.
Kind of, yeah.
Alright. Y'all are popping up in weird places. These iron golems... I thought I built this thing up high enough. Maybe it's just these guys spawning them? But they shouldn't be, because there aren't any things scaring them. Unless they're still... It's weird. I won't think about it. Has the child grown up? He has. Hang on, I need a chest. Alright, so... And then over here I have the ongoing project of llama eugenics, in which I am trying to breed a race of superior llamas. It sounds so fucked up, but yeah, no, that's exactly what's going on.
Okay.
It's like dog breeding in a way, where you're breeding them to do something specific. Except with the llamas, the only thing you can breed them to be is stronger.
Well, not a bad idea either, I think.
Where are my leads?
Normally you would think stronger animals equals more carry capacity. Don't
Yes, that's exactly what it means for the llamas.
they? Well,
Because these guys are strength 3, so they get 9 slots. And there's a theoretical strength 5, which has about 13 slots. It's not 13. I don't know why I said 13. It's 15. And the fun thing about llamas is that you only ever need one lead to lead them around. Because they're programmed to follow each other, so you get these big trains going around.
well, sounds nice.
Alright. So, let us tackle one of the issues on the board. Let's see. Mob Farm, Pig Hell, Sheepwits, Llama Heaven, Stone Farm, Wandering Trader Farm, Villager Hell, Farm, Mob Farm 2, Copper Express, Iron Farm, and Pig Zombie Farm. Let's do... Let's do the Mob Farm. Because that's relatively simple. Let's see, we're gonna need some iron hoppers, some campfires. We need more wood. A lot more dirt. Alright.
So I guess the plates, or rather the bricks behind them, are special triggers you laid out?
The plates?
For your farm, for the farms and such.
Oh. Yeah, so it's, yeah. So it's... Wait, hang on, what? Like, for the mob farm, I'm gonna build, like, just a big tower in the sky with a platform on it. And then, mobs will spawn in there and then fall down the hole because of water that I will also put in there. But I need, some trapdoors so that they actually fall into the water because they think trapdoors are full blocks when they're not. So I'll just walk over open trapdoors and fall in. And then a collection system of these hoppers and some campfires, which I have here in the Iron Golem farm, which will just burn them alive.
No, I was asking because you're hitting the blocks behind the signs.
Oh,
That's why I was asking if you have some triggers.
no,
laid out
it
there.
is just like an emphasis thing. I guess it would be character acting.
Ah,
See, because it dumps the particles on it and kind of emphasizes it. It's like I'm pointing.
okay.
Yeah,
So it's not something specific.
yeah. It's yeah. Oh, Minecraft, you doing all right?
Well, the stream got quite a bit laggy for a while now.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, everything's doing some weirdness. Even my game is doing weird things, like I'm breaking blocks, but they're still showing up. Ooh, this is some spookiness. Do I need to reset my Minecraft? I've never seen this before. It's like my graphics card is dying. But it shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be the graphics card though. Well, but who knows?
What is it? F3T? To reload the textures? So let's see if that fixes it. Take a sip of my coffee. Yep, that fixed it. Oh, that fixed it. That was some spooky shit. Nope. Stream latency is going into the red.
Yeah, this stream is very choppy at the moment.
Yeah. I think the internet is just being real bad tonight. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, seems like it.
I might call the stream early then. If the stream is just gonna be choppy all night. Oh, it's clearing up a little bit.
Yep. Got better again.
That was
Who
spooky.
knows what happened there?
Could have been my end. Could have easily been my end. So I'm just farming up some wood. to use in the thing. I'm gonna turn all of this wood into trapdoors. Just as Notch intended. Chopping down like 20-something trees and just immediately turning it all into trapdoors. It's like, you know, you spent the last 150 years of your life growing into the biggest, most powerful tree you could, and then along comes some schmuck with a chainsaw, and he chops you down and grinds you into fucking toothpicks.
Well, isn't that the life of a tree?
Yeah. Ooh, spiders. I can slay them. And gain their loots. I don't know why I'm using the diamond. Oh, I know why I'm using the diamond axe. Because it does a lot of damage. And it's easy. Like backstabbing people in Dark Souls. Hello, new person.
I am the Storm Daddy.
Yes.
Ah, hello, hello.
Yeah, my stream got real choppy there for a moment, but then it got better.
Yeah, just doing a little check here. So to... Yeah. Okay, so I think the problem is actually probably with Twitch, because there's a hiss coming through that's not in the sound here.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not either of your guys' microphones, so...
Okay.
I'll lower the gain on my stuff a little bit.
Yeah, there is a slight
air sound, like
a slight hissing sound. That's right.
Yep. How about now? Is it still there?
We have to wait until the until the stream catches up.
No, it's gone now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That was my end. The fans on my laptop are blowing. And for whatever reason, my gain had slightly been adjusted on my mic. But not the gain through Discord.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a bit strange what the mics pick up and then where they channel it through.
It's shenanigans.
The joys of microelectronics.
Yes. A strange and violent world.
Oh, Wolfgang's appeared. You behave yourself, Wolfgang.
Oh yeah, I advertised this stream on a Tumblr, so be prepared to get 2 followers like 3 hours after the stream.
This is the way.
It is the way.
Also, I was joking when I told Wolfgang to behave himself earlier, because I know I won't. You see, I watch it on my own Twitch channel, because why not? And then, you know, I'm also watching it from the Twitch channel itself, because I have to moderate it.
Ah, I see.
It looks like our senpais have gone online.
Oh no, what are they playing?
What are they playing?
I swear to God, if they're playing Minecraft...
Ah, the painting is getting online, yeah.
Oh wait, no, they just went offline. Okay.
That was the first time
No,
I've,
they just went
harvested
online
this.
with the painting.
Oh. Oh, they're painting minis.
Yes,
Ah.
and have Squeak talk silly.
Of course, he is the squickiest.
He
Might-
is the squeakiest of them all, yes.
I might have to tweak this thing's setup slightly because I just harvested it. This is the second time I've harvested this, and it did not give me enough saplings to fully replant it.
Yeah, I noticed.
So I might have to reorganize it.
Already? It seems like the stream issues have more or less been cleared up, so...
Alright,
Alright, good luck! Don't die.
good luck.
Thanks, thanks.
Alright. So, if we build the mob farm, we're gonna want to build it a ways out. Well, it's because we don't want it loaded in all the time, because that'll be weird. So we'll put it in here. Way over here on the other side of the, like, zone that I am preparing. Here?
So, what can you tell us about this new zone you are preparing?
Well, the zone that I am preparing is more or less the area of influence I've developed around this village.
Mm-hmm.
With the non-spawnable chunks for slimes, which you can see the slimes, they're all over the place. I call them the horde.
Yeah, we see them.
Now, will this be brilliant? Yeah. All right. Will that be far enough away? It's gonna need to be farther. Let's grab some things. Should I grab a shovel? I'm gonna need wool, actually. Need more wool than that.
What an efficient way to shear sheeps. Just whack them once.
Just whack them once with the shears. Yep.
I bet all the sheep farmers would love to have it so easy.
Oh, yeah. I had to go do a quick second sweep. Have you seen people, like, the videos of people shearing sheep?
I've seen it, yes, and I think during school we went to a sheep farm once, and they showed us how they did it. It it takes a while, and if the sheep isn't compliant, it can be very loud.
Yes, the sheep really doesn't want to be sheared. It's like washing a cat. Or,
Oh, it depends on the cat. I've seen
yeah.
cats who love to be washed.
Oh, yeah. Or cats that, like, initially don't like being washed. And then they come around to it after being washed once or twice, and they just love it.
Yeah. But we all know cats are crazy creatures.
Let's see.
I mean, it's basically the same with kids. If you wash a kid the first time and when they are able to process it, they don't like it. And you do it twice, 3 times, and then they never want to leave the tub.
Yeah. Yeah. Washing kids is interesting. Sometimes they... And then, like, even then, sometimes it's just, like, a mood thing. Like, they're not wanting to wash.
That too, yes.
Campfires and hoppers are the only things left that I need. Grab those trapdoors from previous project. Oh,
So even though it's probably that I'm the only one here that has no clue about Minecraft, would you explain to our viewers that are not as familiar with the game what exactly you're doing?
I am crafting some items so that I can turn them into other items. So that I can
Yes?
use them to gain more items that I can craft into more items.
Okay.
I think that is everything I need to make this. Oh, yeah, well, no, Gear, I'm not mining because this is a super flat world.
Meaning if you would go into the ground, you would fall through?
Yeah, there is 3 layers of dirt, and then the impassable thing known as bedrock.
I see.
See? That's the bottom of the world right there. It's the special mode in which there is no mining in this Minecraft. think. That's all the wood I will need. But I'll keep some extra wood on me. There we go. So I'm going to push this back out about 10 more blocks. About, yeah, thereabouts. Just throw the collection system down now. People will say that it's not efficient to use the campfires as the method of killing. To those people, I say, nah, man, just cook them. You know?
I
'Cause
don't really know, so...
there are people who say that campfires aren't very good because they only do normal fire damage and not like lava, which does even more damage, but it will delete items, unlike campfires. It's weird.
Yeah, but those are people who just think in numbers and not in practicality.
Yeah. Whereas with the campfire, it will go forever. Unless you, like, do some weird shit to, like, put out the campfire. This is a video game. And it will damage anything on top of it. And so I don't have to care too much about how high I make this, just as long as it's high enough.
But what exactly do you do here? So you built your campfires, you poured some water into your little cavity there, and...
Yeah. So the water that's there right now is in case I fall down.
Okay.
So I will land in the water and not take damage.
So this is going to be kind of a trap.
Yes, this is gonna be, so it's, I'm building a dark room up in the air where creatures will fall, well, creatures will spawn, like zombies and creepers and stuff, and then they will die because they fell or burned from the campfires. One more layer. And from that, I will get the things that those mobs drop, such as bones and gunpowder and rotten flesh, which I can then use to either grow crops to trade or directly trade with them, or use to make things.
But how do you get the monsters to spawn above your trap?
Water. Oh no, I build a room that's dark. And then the monsters will spawn there because it's dark. And monsters spawn in the darkness. Like,
I see.
like things crawling out of your closet or some stuff. Oh. One block too short.
So clever abusement of mechanics.
Yes. That's most of Minecraft when you get past like the very basics of the game, is just, nope, these mechanics are here for us to abuse now. There we go. And So I then build up a layer. I believe it's 2 layers actually. Torch down. So it's 8, okay. Here. I was going to talk about something, but I don't remember what. I think it was going to be something to do with the Mindstuck server that I've been playing on a lot lately. One layer. Right, it's 1 layer up, and then I put the trapdoors right here, and they fall down right here, and they get flowed in. So it's becoming night now in the game. So you're actually going to start seeing the mobs start to spawn. There's some. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I didn't bring enough dirt. Fuck.
Well, such things happens.
Yep. Minecraft is a 3D game, and because of that, it's hard to judge just how many blocks you'll need for any given thing. Sometimes you grab too many, sometimes you don't grab enough.
Such is life.
Yep. Actually, I could just throw that onto the trapdoors now. Are you sure it's 1 layer gear? I think it might be more. should work. Alright. Put those two on the wrong layer. Here we go. But yeah, I have been playing a lot on a... And that's why we placed that. Well, that area up there is well lit. That is a captain. Oh, okay. That was also a captain. Hello. We might be in a recursive loop. Nope, okay. That was interesting. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a decked out zombie. Look at him. He's got glowing pants and a shovel. And he's dead. Drop the shovel. It's better than mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yeah, I guess. I've got to move this out. Right? Yeah, that'll be perfect. I move that out by... Yeah, okay. The best thing about these campfires is that they actually partially illuminate the area around them. Well, they do illuminate the area around them. So that means they can be used to spawn-proof the area underneath of this. Because they don't spawn where there's light, see? We're all outside of it. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7... 6, 7, and this is spawn-proofed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Evan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's spawn-proof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. That's bomb-proofed. I saw you there. So now what I am doing is I'm going through and lighting things up at the special length of 7 blocks away, so that these areas are quote-unquote perfectly lit. Because the torch...
So that no monsters can spawn there, I reckon.
Yes. So monsters can spawn on the very edge of the light that a torch gives. And that distance is 6 blocks. And so you put a torch down on the 6th block. In theory, you can... Well, you can put torches a little bit further out, I think you can put them like 9 blocks apart, and it'll still work. But if you mess up the count by 1, you'll have spots in the center of torch areas that can be spawned. So a lot of people just do the count of 6 and then place, because that pretty much guarantees that there won't be any spots in the center that can be spawned in.
Yeah.
Because Minecraft's counting is a little bit weird when it comes to these sort of things. Nighttime. We've put all the trapdoors we need to put up there. I just need more dirt so I can complete the platform. Oh, all these guys woke up. It's 9:30 now. I've been streaming for 1 hour. More 1 hour-ish. Yeah. Pig farm is coming along nicely. There are these guys in here, which shouldn't be in here. Hang on. I got a little bit of 880 right now. Brilliant. There are a lot of these guys around. Yeah, no, I'm gonna cull them.
Alright.
So these guys are iron golems. They're spawned by the villagers whenever they get scared. So basically whenever they see a mob that is not necessarily hostile, such as the iron golem... No. They used to spawn when they saw an iron golem. That was a strange time.
That's a bit... Oh no, we need to spawn an iron golem because we see an iron golem. That sounds a lot like a indefinite loop.
Yes, because the iron golems are supposed to protect the villagers, but because of that, they'll fight players as well. And so the iron golems weren't listed as passive mobs. And the coding on the villager side was that they will spawn an iron golem whenever they see a mob that isn't passive.
Okay.
Now my beautiful
And after a while
inventory.
you are swamped with iron golems.
Yeah. But that was an old version of Minecraft. Now it's just whenever they see like one of these slimes that happens to wander too close. Like a skeleton or zombie that'll wander in. Because they don't have like a fence around this area. Or those guys in the scary box. Which is how the iron... Hang on. So the iron golem farm, which is this, the way that works is that is a box with 3 villagers, which is the minimum amount of villagers needed to spawn an iron golem. Because you need 3 scared villagers to spawn one of these guys. So I have 3 of them in there, and a zombie that's in a boat. So the zombie can't
constantly...
get out. Yeah, because the zombies can't get out of boats on their own. So he's stuck in that boat, and he's constantly scaring the villagers. And because of weird spawning mechanics, the only valid spot is on that platform up there with water in it. So they get pushed into there, and then they fall down onto these campfires. And that's how we get all this iron.
Okay.
that's why I call them the scary boxes. And if you see, there is room for 3 more.
Yeah, I see that.
So I could put 3 more scary boxes up and make the Iron Golem farm go at its theoretical fastest. Which I find hilarious.
It kind of is, yes.
There was a period of time in which Mojang, the developers of Microsoft, sorry, not Microsoft, Minecraft, M names, were very obviously not liking the way players were playing the game, if that makes sense.
They didn't like the whole exploits that
Yeah, the whole
big
thing
players
of
came up, yeah.
exploiting every single mechanic in the game for weird and niche uses. And so there was a very short period of time where they kept tweaking the Iron Golem mechanics and snapshots, which are like pre-release updates for bug testing and stuff. And then someone would go onto that pre-release build a new, better Iron Golem farm, and then make a video about it. And this
And the whole
continued-
place were...
Yeah, this continued
on,
for
yeah.
about 6 months. In which, like, 2 dudes fucking brought this company to their knees, just making weirder and better Iron Golem farms. And it got elaborate at points. Like, you needed a fucking minecart system to move the zombie away and then back to jump scare them.
Normally they would react to the zombie being there, and then they changed it so only new zombies would scare them,
Yes.
basically.
The
And yeah,
and so they built
and you
the
just
fucking
carry on the
Yeah. So they built
one
a
zombie
fucking...
back and forth. I understand.
Yeah. It's very silly. Yeah. I'm going to go on a crusade.
I always love it when developers who in most cases are gamers of themselves underestimate the inventiveness of gamers when it comes to
Yes.
exploitation.
One there? No? Okay.
And then you have such chill guys like those from Obsidian when they found out that players cheese their outer wilds to be solved within, I think, 50 minutes or so.
Oh,
They watched the stream and said, "Okay, we didn't thought about that, but that's neat."
Oh yeah, where they used the secret dumb ending.
No, it was something there is a door you have to go in to get to the last boss fight. To the last boss fight. And normally you have to go through a lot of hoops to get it open. But there was a way. I don't remember exactly what the way was, where you, I think, aggroed a specific NPC, lured him to the door, and the door automatically opened because he had the
Permission to open
passkey
it.
for it or something like that. Yeah, and you go through and could, as such, solve the game within the first, I think, 50 minutes it was.
Yeah, speedruns are nuts.
speedruns are crazy. I could never do speedruns. I'm too much of a completionist for it.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
feel that.
love to watch them. The crazy things those speedrunners come up with to do their runs is just hilarious.
Oh yeah, like and then there's like the additional, like, I guess, restrictions that some people will put on. Like, have you seen item percent speedruns?
No, not exactly.
So item percent. So there's two types of item percent: itemless and all item. And so it's either you see itemless in games in a lot of games actually, and that is basically complete the game with as while picking up as few items as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like for games like Resident Evil, that would be like knowing precisely how many bullets you need to kill each and every boss and only picking up exactly that many bullets.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
I mean, challenge runs in general are pretty nice too.
Kai is
My
saying, I'm still convinced redstone constructions are magic. They are. They are blatant fucking black magic, honestly.
what are redstone constructions?
Redstone is a mechanic that basically adds circuits into the game, and they're a little crazy.
Yeah, I've seen a few videos about
Computers.
automated stuffs and computers and such. Yes.
Recently, someone figured out a telegram system.
Oh wow.
I can't use those for anything, apparently. So I'm just gonna let them despawn. But yeah, someone figured out a system for automated telegrams because Mojang added a new block to the game called the skulk sensor. The skulk sensor senses sounds that are nearby. I think it's 8 blocks. And one of the things that you can do with that is that you can get a comparator, or I think they just output a redstone signal when they detect noise. So you can hook a trapdoor up to it, and a trapdoor, well, that makes a lot of noise when it opens and closes. So there's a slight cooldown of like a quarter second on a skulk sensor, so it'll hear the thing output a sound but not trigger itself, which is why that cooldown's in there. But it will trigger another skulk sensor, and so it ends up being like you have this trapdoor here on the skulk. Imagine this is the skulk sensor, and you have something here that hits, and then this hears it, and then it puts out a signal, so that hits, and then you start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you have another skulk sensor here, the sound will travel to here, and you could just continue it. And so what people did is they figured out a binary encoder system. They basically just recreated the telegram.
A telegraph.
Telegraph. Yes. Well, no,
Yeah.
telegram as well, because someone figured out, wait, is telegram like normal text?
Telegram should be normal text, yes.
Yeah. Telegraph is the dits and dots, and telegram is like full text.
Yes.
So someone figured out telegraph first and posted a video of how to get the signs out of it, and then how to set it up so that there was an interpreter to put out like just the raw data that you were getting of like, here's the number that you would get if someone hit this button. And then someone took that and went, that is literally just a telegraph system. Hang on, let me make an interpreter. And someone made an interpreter so you can send full text messages very slowly
Oh my
over the
God.
course of several minutes.
Yeah, because you're basically doing Morse code,
Yes.
I think, or something equivalent.
It is straight up Morse code that they're using for
Yeah.
it. So that is a new field of Minecraft Redstone that we're seeing being developed, and I am excited for the day someone makes a system that just prints out the message using like items that are named. Because you can like take a piece of paper and then name it a letter, and so it'll just show up as that. And so you could just have it so that the machine will like dump all the letters into a chest in a row, so you just go like this. Because the way it'll appear is that the white text will just be the letter, so you could just rub your mouse across it, and it'll just read you the message. Oh, anvil cannons and ender pearl launchers. Ooh, those are fun. I'll start with the ender pearl launcher. Do I have any ender pearls? No, it would appear not. Alright. I'll use an egg as an example because I don't have an ender pearl on me. So eggs and ender pearls are very similar in that they use a lot of the same code. In that you can throw them. See, it's a little item that you can throw. You can also do that with snowballs. But with the ender pearl, when it lands, you teleport to wherever it landed.
Okay.
And the fun thing with Minecraft projectiles is that they are technically objects in the world, not unlike a cow or this bat. And the thing with that is, because they don't have health, because they're a projectile, why would you need health for a projectile? They can take, theoretically, infinite damage. And we can do some very silly things with that, such as loading up a giant trough full of TNT and using that to launch the ender pearl thousands of blocks out. So that you then teleport thousands of blocks out in a little less than like 3 seconds.
Alright.
Straight up Dragon Ball Z style instant transmission type stuff. Granted, those chunks have to be loaded. So someone or something has to be loading those chunks over there for that to happen. But it's very funny. If you set it up and you just appear next to some people. Like you've got it aimed at like the town hall.
Hello there.
Yeah. You're like 5,000 blocks out, and you've just got a fucking ender pearl cannon aimed at town hall, and you've like tweaked it precisely so that you know it will land literally on the town hall door. And so anytime there's something going on at town hall, you just fire the cannon and teleport there. Of course, you'd then probably have to set up a second cannon so you can teleport back home.
Well, shouldn't be that much of a problem, I'd say.
Yeah. And then there is anvil cannons. Anvil cannons run on the same logic, except it's using these guys because... I'll grab a pickaxe to show you. An anvil is a normal block when it is still, but when it is falling, it's a projectile. So you could do the same thing with the anvil, and the fun thing with anvils is that they use the fucking like Looney Tunes logic of anvils falling on things to flatten them because they're big and they're heavy. And so you can launch anvils and have them fall and land on people and just orbital strike them. And I mean orbital strike. There is a video online by, I want to say Cubic Meter, but Gear will probably correct me on this if it's not. Someone designed a system that uses a lot of stuff and is essentially a orbital cannon or orbital artillery piece, because it sends it past build limit and then it comes down wherever you want, and it has an error. Yeah, anvils from God, straight up. It has a error rating of about a block. So if you would target it here, you can expect it to land within the 3-block radius. Yeah. So if this block is the target, you can expect it to land either on this block or right here.
Well, I mean, you don't need to be very accurate if you can obliterate said block.
Yes, there is a variant of
Or
it
set
that
area.
launches. Yeah, there's a variant that launches TNT, but it launches like 30, and it just drills holes into the earth. It's crazy. I want to see some fucking insane person build that thing on a server and just terrorize people, because it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, you build it and it only launches into the one spot like a lot of TNT cannons are. You can program it to fire wherever you want.
How?
It works by changing the amount of TNT it dispenses and where it dispenses it. And so, because of those fine adjustments, and also a lot of development in the aligning of projectiles on certain boundaries of like blocks and stuff, so it's not like if I wanted it exactly on this fence post, like right here, because normally when you spawn things, it usually spawns a little bit off and not dead on. But people have found ways using pistons and all kinds of shenanigans to make sure that it is perfectly aligned TNT.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if you got such perfectly open sandbox, open sandbox games, you are bound to get people to do such stupid things.
Oh yeah. My stick server would crash from it. It would, honestly. I really respect that little Neko femboy for pedaling that bike super hard to keep that server running. That is a joke that no one will understand.
So you're talking about this Mindstack server.
Yes, so
At least the
Mindstuck
third
is a
time now?
server that I've been playing on a lot lately. And it is basically the public server for a mod in Minecraft called Mindstuck. And it's more or less the beta testing server for it. It's not actually beta testing because they're doing the full releases on it, but it's a lot of bug testing.
Yes. And what's the special about this server slash mod?
It is based on the webcomic known as Homestuck.
Okay.
And as such, much like Homestuck, it is both one of the most impressive feats I've ever seen, and it's also kind of fucking boring.
That's a strange combination.
Yeah. Essentially, it is emulating Homestuck Oh, I came back to the chat in there. Because I was talking about that server. And it's just... I put, I'm streaming Minecraft right now. And 2 more people just responded with, he's streaming Minecraft right now? Yeah, I'm streaming Minecraft right now. Ooh, underlings will get Archeons and new underling attack animations. What the fuck is an Archeon? Oh wait, archetypes? I know all the underlings. Geckolib update. Okay. So it does a lot of things, much like Homestuck. Don't read Homestuck. It's bad, and the website is broken because Viz Media doesn't want to pay for the developers needed to maintain the website. So, yeah. If you do really want to read it, which it's... I would look up something called the Homestuck Unofficial Collection. It's basically like a web app that you can download. It's like a fake web app pretending to be a web app, so it'll run Flash. Because a lot of the animations for that webcomic are done in Flash. It's jank weirdness, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But yeah, Homestuck has already entered the phase where it's like, wait, how do I put it? Do you know any, like, shows or movies that, like, things just referenced all the time?
A few, yes.
Like, Monty Python. There was a period of time where everything referenced Monty Python in, like, the mid to late 90s. And there was a period of time where a lot of shows started referencing JoJo, of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Or referencing Family Guy, Simpsons, that kind of stuff. Like, there are these certain shows that, like, for whatever reason, they may not necessarily be the most popular thing, but they just end up sort of influencing a lot of creators that end up on the scene. If that makes sense. Yeah. Homestuck is one of those things where if you want to read it, don't... It's not a very good read because, like, I'm gonna be completely honest, it wasn't the best. As much as people wish it was. And it could be better, but it is a goldmine for weird niche references and good ideas.
I see.
Like, after I read Homestuck became the gold standard for what you should do for a time travel story, if that makes sense.
Okay. I mean, time travel stories are extremely hard to write.
Because most time travel stories try to figure out ways around the natural paradoxes that come up.
Yes.
Yeah, so they try to find solutions to these paradoxes instead of accepting that the paradox is its own solution. Because, I mean, is it not?
I mean, you have the grandpa paradox, right? As
Yeah.
time traveler, you go back in time, kill your grandfather, then you can't be born, but that means you cannot go back and cannot kill your grandfather. So
Yeah. That's a different one. So that is... Oh. Something changed in the ambient sound, and that threw me off guard. That means the dryer stopped. The dryer is ready. But yeah, so it's... Yeah, so there's the grandpa one, but then there's the other one, the bootstrap paradox, or whatever it's called. The dude goes back in time and gives himself an item, only for him to later go back in time and give himself that item.
give himself the item, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And so the question
But
is,
where
where
does
did
the
the
item
item
come
came
from?
And the answer
Yeah.
is the item came from the time travel paradox. It exists because it was part of a time travel paradox. And that's the logic that Homestuck goes with, of just like, it was tied to this weird paradox. That means it existed because of that paradox to begin with, and not some external force. The paradox was the external force causing these things to exist. The only other show that I have seen do that kind of thing is actually Donnie Darko,
Okay.
in which it just said the paradox is the reason. Because, I mean, it's... Because time paradoxes are time paradoxes. They are something that bend time to their will. Why can't that be powerful enough to create its own shit?
That's a good. That's a very good reasoning. Yes. I'm actually of the group of time travel. Yeah, not fans, but let's say fans that subscribe to the so-called three types of time travel.
Oh?
You have the time travel type 1 is, if I recall correctly, the you you travel through time, you change something, and it always changes everything else.
Ah.
So I think the no, type 1 time travel is you do time travel, and when you change something, nothing else changed because you time travels. The time travel always happens. It doesn't matter what you do when you have time traveled. It's what would have happened anyways. Then type 2 is the thing where you go back in time, you change something, and it changes the way the world works. So the world change. It doesn't matter what you do. And then there is the third time travel thing where, and that's that's what we call the lazy time travel, because it's you travel through time, and when you change something, it creates a new world. Which it was a mechanism they invented because it was lazy to they were too lazy to envision the necessary consequences that come with a type 1 and type 2 time travel.
Ah. So Homestuck
And-
also subscribes to those three ideas of time travel.
Yeah. And I think the best example for type 1 time travel are the first two Terminator movies. And then they got greedy, and with Terminator chapter 3 and onwards, they changed the way time travel works, and now Terminator is such a clusterfuck of time travel. It's basically a joke.
Yes.
Oh yeah, another movie that I'm reminded of right now is 12 Monkeys is also a very good example of Type 1 time travel, if you ever saw the movie.
I have not.
Then I will not spoil it.
All right. Yeah. Homestuck.
No, the problem is I already spoiled it, basically.
That's all right. But yeah, Homestuck.
Yes, you
posits
are right, Kai. There are only 2 Terminator movies.
only 2. That is correct. Am I smelting anything? No. Oh, you know what? Can I just run over here? Are the children still children? Yes, they are. Do I have enough for culling? Yeah. I can trim the flock a bit.
And the thing about time travel, while we are at it, I'm one of very few people that are of the firm conviction that the original time travel in Star Trek was actually Type 2.
Ooh.
Because in TOS and in TNG, all kinds of time travel that happens there have a direct impact on what happens what happens in the so-called present. We have when On the Edge of Tomorrow, where McCoy accidentally travels to the 1930s and basically saves a very, very prolific pacifist that prevents the US to join the war in any capacity. And so
Oh,
basically the Axis wins. And because of the special properties of the device that was used for the time travel, the other characters, so basically Spock and Kirk, perceive that, they just see, or basically they notice that the Enterprise has vanished. And that's a direct consequence of what happens in the past. And it's, I think, it's the same with yesterday's Enterprise in TNG, where when the former Enterprise comes forward in time through an anomaly, and thus vanishes from its time, it changes the way the present Enterprise works. No, the Mirrorverse is not exactly. I wouldn't call the Mirrorverse to be a Type 3 time travel. It's just a universe that is very similar to what Star Trek is. But it gets, with Star Trek, it gets worse when it comes to time travel with the later shows, especially Voyager plays very loose with its rules and is very inconsistent in and of itself. So Yeah, it gets really, really bad. Yeah, it's a parallel world with some connections between in its history, but I wouldn't call it time travel per se. It's just it's just a universe that developed very similar, but still different. Oh yes, the time ship. That was awesome. That was pretty awesome. And what I've heard from some of the writers, they actually pitched the whole two-parter as to be a full season, where they slowly get behind what's happening and to bring proper change into Voyager. But Berman and the other executive were not keen on this, and so it went only to be a two-parter. Yeah, I think I if they if they had done it properly, it could have been great. But on that's a problem. It need to be done properly, and it could also have been absolutely horrible. Yeah, they had problems with Voyager, a few problems with Voyager because people complained about it being too boring in the first three seasons from time to time, and they had the same problem with Enterprise first two seasons. So yeah, probably a gambit that wouldn't have paid off. I agree. But one good thing came out of Voyager, and that was the fact that DS9 got free hands on their stories, which, in my opinion, vastly improved DS9. The problem with Voyager, though, is there were very, very few consequences in what happens in the episodes. So basically, Voyager could been shot up in one episode, and the next week it was already fully fixed again. And I think there was someone made himself the work counting how many shuttles Voyager lost, and they came to a count of I think 29, and
That's a
it was
lot.
crazy. Yeah, because from official sources, not a single Starfleet ship even carries that much shuttles.
Jesus.
Yeah, we had in the first season of Voyager, there were a few stories about shortages, but that went away. That went away so quickly, it basically became non-existent anymore.
I would love to see a full reboot, or even like just a uh, what's the phrase? Bootleg offshoot of Star Trek that uses a lot more modern day tech.
Hmm.
You know, not in the like, oh, it's near future. Well, yeah, I guess near future, but more in that it adapts the narrative to fit how our understanding of technology has changed.
Yeah. I think it was during first season where they had a problem with their brand new circuitry, which was the biogel stuff.
Yeah.
And I would love to have seen it that they had to get back to the older style of circuitry because, yeah, their biocircuitry was dying, basically. But no, they invented a magical cure for their for their ship, basically, at the end of the episode, and that's was it. Yeah. It got genau.
Yeah.
The bioneural circuitry, and it got sick. I don't remember what kind of contagions they got, but at the end, yeah, they solved it, and it was never been an issue anymore. Very sad. There were good ideas, but most of the time they only lasted one episode and never came up again.
Yeah.
And that's probably because they were still in the mindset of the early of how shows went if they were not sitcoms or soap operas, which meant that the episode has to stand on their own.
Yeah.
And that, in my opinion, made later DS9 such a good series because they didn't do that. They were able to craft continuous stories over the whole last 3 seasons,
Yeah.
and that
What was I gonna say?
makes it more consistent, in my opinion.
I gotta navigate around the pile of trash that I've left out on the floor. Because I just went ahead and bought a bunch of,
Yeah, I wanted to ask why you buying a lot of
To upgrade these
armor stuff and
guys.
then throw it away.
To upgrade these guys. So as you trade with them, you'll see it with this guy. Every time I trade,
Yes.
he gains a little bit of experience.
Yes.
And when he gets enough experience, gets a little particle effect. There. And now he's a leveled up guy, so now he has all 4 pieces of diamond armor. Which his diamond armor
I
is
see.
kinda bad. It's got blast protection, which, yeah, creepers are a big menace, because of super flat.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't need 2 pieces with it.
Ooh, he leveled up again, it seems. But couldn't you sell the stuff back to him? Or does he not
No.
gain...
Because the trade's here, so I
Experience
give
from-
him, and then he gives me. So I
Hmm.
can't. I guess I could have ground up the armor that I got from him, but I would have only gotten 1 iron nugget per thing. Which,
So there is no
it's not a really...
trader NPC that buys armor stuff, for instance.
No. I think there is a dude like these guys. You give them some emeralds and a book, and you can get an enchanted version of the book, which you then put on armor and stuff. Or you can buy bookshelf. You can break the bookshelf and get 3 books from it. So it's like a self-feeding cycle.
I see.
There's also a, what's it called? A trade you can get with them that's just sugarcane. Sorry, not sugarcane, paper, which you make from sugarcane. But I need to get the sugarcane from a wandering trader, and no wandering trader has given me sugarcane yet, which is making me sad.
Oh,
Because if I had that wandering trader give me the sugarcane, I
Well-
would have had a tower of sugarcane, like, going pretty fucking high already. Everything would be devoted
Well-
to the sugarcane.
well, Wandering traders only have your health in mind. Sugar
Yeah.
canes are not good for your health.
No, they aren't. But they're good for my economy.
Yeah, that's the problem with sugar.
Yep. Ooh, they trade you shears. I didn't know that. But yeah, so the librarians, which is what these guys are, can trade paper for emeralds, and then there's a different dude called the cartographer who can also trade you paper for emeralds.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd have to make some of them. I don't have any fishing villagers right now. Could I make you? I could make you a fishing villager. You could swamp the things around. Barrel.
So, if I recall correctly, you place them in these cells so they don't wander around and you always know where they are?
Yes, and also
Basically?
because this area is like safer than even over here. Because one, there's a fence going around it. This area is spawn-proofed, so nothing will spawn in there with the path blocks. And also just the way these guys are positioned in there. Let's see if I can just sort of jump in. Yeah. Oh. Which one are the one I care about? Don't escape. What is it? F3B? There we go. So as you can see, they're hitboxes, which now you can see the hitboxes of everything. You can also see where they're facing. Their hitbox stands out just a little bit. And for whatever reason, players can just push into these hitboxes and push them around. But these guys can't. These guys don't have enough momentum. And most creatures also don't have the kind of momentum. So they'll get stuck on the edge of the block, like here. And they won't be able to move in and like fall in there with them. So it actually protects them from like zombies and stuff.
I see.
But not baby zombies. Baby zombies have a smaller hitbox, so you can just slide right in there. But that's what all the light and spawn proofing is for. Hide that. Yeah. So this is a fisherman. Fishermen's are interesting because you can trade them fish. Can I get fish in this world? Yes, I can, with the fishing rod and the big pond I made over there. It would have to be a different trade. I think I can... Oh, I can also trade them string. Here it is. I can sell them cod or fish, and they'll cook it. But I can also just normally sell them fish. Right? Hang on. There is... Let's pull up the villager thing. It'll take up the whole screen. This is the chart. This is the chart I use to figure out villager stuff. No, that's all 4 trades that I can get them at level 1. It's not until a little bit later that I can trade fish for emeralds. Right? Yeah. So I'd have to bite the bullet and either buy some fish or have him cook them some. Maybe trade string. And then I could trade him the fish for emeralds. I could trade him boats. I didn't know I could trade them boats. That's cool. Ah, there's the cartographer one next to the fisherman one. One of his first trades is paper. And then librarian, one of their first trades is paper.
So the blocks you place under them determines what kind of trader they are?
Yes, until you trade with them.
Okay.
So with these guys over here, they're at their maximum. So if I need to hang on. Just sell them some emeralds. so I can buy a new pickaxe. So if I break this under him, see, he remains an armorer. But if I did it to one of the dudes that doesn't have any levels, so this guy, see, he loses his profession, his clothes change to the normal ones. Because he can pathfind to it. Well, technically he's standing on it. But that's only because he has no experience in that job. Whereas this guy does. However, you want them to be able to access their job site. That's what these blocks are technically called. Because you see how I've traded a bunch of iron with him, and now the X is there, meaning I've done that trade too many times. That will reset if he's allowed to access his job site at certain times a day. Yeah. Of course, the other thing that this does is that I can break it, place it back down, and now it's changed out his trades because it's reset his profession. That's how I got these, the Fortune 2, the Lure 2, and the Respiration. Wait, no, this guy hasn't been set. So I can change this guy as well. So now he's doing the paper trade and the bookshelf trade. If we keep going... There we go. Now he's got Fortune 2 as well. And so the book trade, these guys, these librarians, can trade for basically any book, enchanted book in the game. Even ones that are considered treasure enchantments, which the player cannot get normally, such as mending. Mending is like the holy grail of enchantments because you can put it on every single item in the game that has durability, and what it does is that if you have it in your hand or you have it equipped as like an armor and you gain experience, some of that experience will instead go to refilling the durability of that item.
Okay.
So as long as you have easy access to experience, your items are unbreakable. They just need to be recharged.
Interesting.
Yep. It's some weirdness, it's some shenanigans. It's like this guy hasn't switched his stuff. They'll make a noise when they swap out their things. When they access their workstation and reset their trades and whatnot. Some villagers have extra functions that they do, as well as their professions. Like these guys, these farmers. They will go around and tend to these crops, break them, plant new ones, and then give the carrots out to the other people in the village. Which is why we're getting baby villagers still. Because the farmer villagers are attending to them. It is a complicated system, probably slightly more complicated than what was needed, but it's fine. Definitely something you need to crack out a guide for every now and again, to just double check what you're doing.
I imagine, yes.
Yeah. But when you do this villager stuff, which takes a while, you end up with this, which is diamond tools, which are really good. They're not the best that you can get in the game. That's netherite, which I can get later, but I have to go through some shenanigans to get that. And diamond armor, and then with this guy I could get a diamond sword as well. So I'm basically developing the infrastructure to print diamond equipment. That is functionally what I am doing here. I am building a industrial base.
I see.
Speaking of industrial bases, this reminds me of the time I played on a small it wasn't really a faction server. I don't remember if gear was on the server, but there was a bunch of randoms that had joined onto the server. So it was normally a server of like 10 people, but now there was like 30 or so. And I was the
Ouch.
guy that found a village and tended to it and built up that infrastructure to just print diamond equipment and like really good stuff. And I also had like a vault basically with a bunch of librarians in it. And I had like all the best enchantments, and I could just print near perfect armor and equipment. And so I started out giving it to my friends like candy. But then there was the randos on the server, and they didn't want to interact with the villagers all that much, or they were really far out. And a couple of them started beefing. So I started stoking the fans of war so that they would give me more materials, specifically things that I needed at the time, like a shit ton of concrete so I could build a big tower. And a few other things, just items that I couldn't get from the villagers, so mostly just like building materials and or netherite, which is the thing you use to upgrade diamond to the next tier. A few other things, gunpowder I didn't have access to. But I essentially basically I functionally funded a proxy war in Minecraft so that I could make bank.
Isn't that how economies work nowadays?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it started out with 2 people, and by the end there was like 6 people involved with it. They were all paying me like various things that I needed, and I was giving them diamond equipment. And then every now and again, one of them would get killed by one of the other ones and die and lose all their shit. So they would come back to me and buy all the stuff over again. Yeah, that was an interesting time. That lasted like 2-3 months before the server died, because I basically like industrial based it too hard. And when their beef was finally resolved.
War's good for business, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, but that was a very interesting time on Minecraft. I have a lot of very interesting time stories from Minecraft. Like, I don't remember if Gear was there for it. I know my friend Notepad was there for it. I joined a factions server that had like... Oh, it's happening again. Alright. I joined a factions server that had... like, town boundaries and stuff, and a lot of other things, and it was basically like... It was set up to be like a nations server, functionally. But it ended up just boiling down to like the kind of pedantry you would see in like GTA 5 roleplay servers. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like,
not really, I do not play GTA.
I also have never played GTA. I just know about it from a few videos and just the kind of the reputation it's built of being a place full of stuck-up assholes that care way too much about their silly car game than necessary.
Oh yeah.
You know the kind.
Yes, yes. They are all over the place.
They are insufferable. But yeah, the
And extremely insufferable, that's right, yeah.
yeah, the people who take their roleplay too seriously. Oh, game's lagging again. That was weird.
I mean, I admit I can get 2 attached to my characters from time to time too. So it gets better with experience.
Yeah.
But there are people who can get really annoying about it.
Yeah. Or if they build like a little like nation in a game or like a club, you know, there are no girls around. Ugh. There are no girls around type club, and they're just like really fucking petty about it. Of like, no, you're not allowed because I said so, and it's very clear that this person is like 14 or acting like a child. You know the type.
Yeah.
All right. So partial diamond is not enough to survive one of those hits. That's good to know. Nope, this does more damage. Yeah, so those types, it was a server full of those types of people, and we had decided to establish the free nation of Van Zant.
I don't have any idea where you where you got that name from. No idea.
No idea at all whatsoever.
Yes. Is there a reason you have stacks of 64?
Because that's as big as the game will let me.
Ah, okay.
Some items only stack to 16, like eggs, but most things stack to 64.
I see.
If you're wondering why I'm planting the trees like this and not like around on the dirt normally, it's because it has those above. And so the thing with oak trees is that they have a chance to turn into a giant oak tree, which is really annoying to chop down. I might plant some oak trees in the hopes that they turn into giant ones as like decorations, because they're more decorational than they are functional for like chopping down. That is very easily seen in how annoying they are to chop down. Hello, little kitty cat.
My question is more, wouldn't it be better to leave a bit of space between each tree?
They will just grow. The oak trees do not care. It is very strange.
Ah, okay.
But yeah. So I have these blocks above, because when they do the check to try and grow into a big tree, they check above them to that height. And if there is a block there, they don't grow into a big tree and they just grow into a normal sized one.
I see, I see.
So that is to prevent them from growing into the big, annoying to chop down trees. I have, I can get other types of wood. I have to wait for a wandering trader to come by with saplings of that kind. That is how I got this, the mangrove propagule. Which I could grow one real fast to show you it. That's why I have this little pool of water over here. it grew. So this is the mangrove tree. You know, the very famous mangrove forests that are usually submerged halfway in water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the water in their biome actually comes up to like here on the tree. But it grew it in this weird plains biome, so it just popped up there. And now there it is this weird fucking tripod or quad pod in the middle. This plains biome. It looks so derpy like this.
It kind of does, yes.
I might leave it here just to fester a little bit. These vines will grow out. Because they do look interesting. And they have this weird green wood that they have. It's not like this oak wood. This one. Oh no, they have the redwood. That's what they have. I forgot what has the greenish wood. Is it the new tree gear? Oh, it's just been Kai lately.
Yeah, it was a slight exodus.
Ah. Yeah. There's like the green, there's a green wood you can get. The mangrove is like a red one. There's the birch one, which is like a pale whitish color. There's a couple of darker woods, like the spruce or dark oak, which I could probably get if a wandering trader comes and sells it, and I will grow a couple of them like back here. I guess for display purposes. Yeah. Wait a second. You two had a child. Where is it? Did you lose your kid?
Right, there was a small llama
Yeah, it was the little baby one. It was hanging
at
out
the
near
beginning.
its mom, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
Let's climb to the top of this, see if we can see it. I don't see it. I have no idea what happened. The llama's gone.
Well,
I'll,
things happen.
things happened. Here's a new one. Stay here. Don't run away. Like, disappear. Ooh, another kitty cat. Ooh, there. Oh, that's where my leads were. They were next to the lava. There is a cat running around here. Hello. So with the cats, if I give them fish, which I have a few of, I think I gotta like approach not looking at it. This is the salmon you want? If I run out this way and chase it towards the... There's dudes. Here we go. There we go. I have a pet cat now. Oh, there's another one. Hang on. Can I... Come here. Come here. It's my cat chasing around the other cat. This is the thing. If I don't look... Okay, well the cat is trapped in here now. So they can't say no. Here, have some fish. I'm now chasing down the cat. They're not having it. It took one fish to tame this cat. That's great. All of that just for one fish to tame it. If I walk away, yeah, they'll follow me. I think there's another cat either in the chicken pen or... cow pen. Wasn't in the cow pen. They despawn after a while if you don't tame them. And then new ones spawn. Yeah. I'm glad there hasn't been an incident with the cats and the chickens. Because I know Minecraft cats will go in and, like, kill chickens sometimes. Yeah? You guys can hang out. I believe there's 13 different cats designs that you can find in the game.
Mm-hmm.
The black cat with the yellow eyes, like Misty, as you've seen from the slideshow, those ones only spawn on full moons during the night.
Oh.
Because they're the black cat. They're a witch's cat. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other cats. You in the villager pens? Nah. Nah. Alright. So these are the only cats around right now. There will be more eventually. Eventually I'll just get, like, all the different cat colors, and then I'll go through and name them. Because I can get name tags from the villagers. That'll be a thing for later. I am going to stop the stream here in about 20 minutes. Right? Yeah. Nope.
Well, that's alright.
Because it'll be hitting 11 p.m. for me.
Oh, it's hitting 5 a.m. for me.
Oh. Oh. Wait, hang on. When did you start streaming for you?
2 a.m.
That is a time.
Yeah, but I don't have much to do, so I can delay my sleeping time a bit. Poppies.
Yes. Ah, yes, the poppies. So when a iron golem dies, they can drop little the poppies because they're like they've got the things growing on them.
Hmm.
Look at the sea. 14. But I need more books. Love that I initially set out to... Wait, he hasn't reset his traits. You reset yours? No. I initially set out to, like... You spawned.
So you set out to do what?
I set out to build the mob farm, and then I got distracted.
Well, that's what happens.
It is what happens. There are a lot of silly mechanics in Minecraft. Like, you could just rub fertilizer on plants and it instantly makes them grow. I was doing it and I started thinking about the fucking, what's it called? There was this legendary, was it a Reddit thread or was it a 4chan thread? Where they were going off of the idea of, like, how do I put it? Okay, you know isekai anime?
Yeah.
It's that, but it's the entire population of the world in Minecraft.
I don't think there's a server that can cope with that.
It's the theoretical magical isekai world Minecraft, if that makes sense. Because it's actually a somewhat relatively apt comparison, because there's a canon length size for all of these blocks, which is 1 meter. This is exactly 1 meter cubed. And so that's the canon size for this, and it's how Minecraft does a lot of its entity calculations, is assuming this is a meter. And from that, if you expand it outwards, the Minecraft world size is actually ever so slightly bigger than the surface of the Earth. I think it's about 10% larger. It's not exactly 10, but it's around about that.
I can't imagine the effort that goes into such a project.
Yeah. Well, we have like 2B2T as a true like examination of like what true anarchy on a Minecraft world is, and that server is nuts. If you've seen anything about that.
No.
There's a channel that goes over a lot of the histories of what's been happening on that server, because that server has been running since, I want to say, 2013.
Okay.
And there's been actual thousands of players that have played on it. And it's true anarchy with hacked clients and all kinds of stuff. And it is a strange and desolate world that is very different from normal Minecraft. Mostly because players in that server have expanded to the four corners of the Minecraft world. If that makes sense. This one. Like players, the world file for 2B2T, if I remember correctly, is like 1.3 terabytes.
Ouch.
And it's something like...
That's quite a lot, yes.
Yeah, it's something like 70 or 80. It's a high number. Percent of the total possible chunks in a Minecraft world have been generated on that server. F3G. Ah. Okay. That's why this side's been growing faster. I didn't build this properly on the chunk borders. So here's another depth of the insane amount of knowledge I have on this game. So what we are looking at right now is the chunk grid. So these red lines represent the different chunks. Those different chunks can represent all kinds of things, spawning, random ticks, which is basically RNG rolls, and things like the slime spawns, which is why you have these patches everywhere of just pathed out. If I go over to them, these are perfectly filling one chunk, or two chunks in this case. And that's because this is a chunk that these slimes can spawn in. They only spawn in special chunks. And so I literally just kept switching from normal mode to peaceful mode to see where the slimes would spawn. And then I went out and I pathed those blocks. I can't do that anymore because if I switch back to peaceful, the guy in the scary box will despawn and I will have to bring a new one in. So after I put this guy in there, I went into options and I locked the difficulty to hard. So now I can't do that. So now I have to do it the old-fashioned way of just sort of guesstimating where the slime chunk is. How much seeds do I have? No, okay. Oh, I need to replant. Dope. Move these over. So... I think I'm gonna need all these. So the thing with the chunk boundaries is that there's these blue lines you see every now and again. These go 16 blocks up and 16, they're like basically 16 block cubes. And those decide the random ticks. So every tick, which happens 20 times a second, 3 blocks inside of these cubes are selected to have random ticks happen on them. And that's not that useful for a lot of things. It's useful for the animals, because if they have a random tick happen on them, that means that these guys will grow slightly faster.
I see.
But mostly it happens on plants, as you can see here. This one has gone up a stage. So when a random tick happens on it, it goes up a stage. And so what you want to do is you want to position your farms so that they're in the most chunk corners, so that they can have the theoretical maximum random ticks happen on them. It's weird, nitty gritty. You could just be normal about it and plant them normally. It's fine. But you can hypercube it if you want. To have, I think it's like a 12% increase of the amount of crops you will get per time to yield. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, as said beforehand, earlier, that's something for people who do like the numbers.
Yes, there is a lot of stuff for numbers people in this game. It is, yeah. Oh, I should check. It's a new moon. Okay. There's that weird eclipse moon. That was actually a really good night to sleep because it had the weird eclipse moon, where it's like a ring moon. It's an old holdover from when Notch was developing the game, because he wanted events that would happen.
I see.
And so when you got that moon, which was only ever every, I think it was 33 nights or something like that, the moon would do that, and you would have an increase to mob spawns. So you would have, like, I think it's the equivalent of a difficulty level increase in the amount of mob spawns. But then things like Zombie Night would happen, which is still technically in the game. People argue with me about it, but Zombie Night is still in the game, and that is a night in which zombie spawns are way jacked up. And so you will just get hordes of zombies coming towards you. It's it can be intense if you're not prepared for it. But most people are prepared
Yeah,
for
I
it.
can imagine.
Yeah. Most people are prepared for it by accident of just normally proofing their areas. With the third dude. You reset your trades. That's alright. Lost Walker, don't want that. Lure 2? No, this guy has Lure 2. Bane of Arthropods. Alright, I'll just leave him alone. This guy selling his shovel efficient. Oh, he sells efficiency 3 shovels. Okay. That's a surprise tool that we will use later. So if I remember correctly, efficiency 3 shovels insta-mine, right? Yes, they do. Okay. So we could probably go do that right now. I will clear out my inventory. Not you. You. You were 3. So let's go grab in like the 3 minutes before I have to sign off because I don't want to stream past 11 because I need to sleep. But I can get the dirt needed for that real fast here. Hang on, let me find a chunk I don't care about. I don't care about that one. There's a slime here. Hello. Alright. This guy spawned over here. That means there's a slime chunk there that I missed. Beat them with my meat. So I'm gonna go to the corners, break that, go 2 in, break this. And this is just so that I have the light to see. Yep, 2 minutes left, right? Oh, I mined too far. Yeah, this is what efficiency 3 diamond tools are like. It's just, yeah, delete the earth. Fuck it.
So, what is the purpose of this, Kevin?
This is to not have dirt here.
Oh, okay.
It is recycling. It is gathering up a ton of blocks so that I can use it on that.
Ah, okay.
And then,
So, no real purpose.
well, the purpose is recycling. I will take these blocks here that I don't care about and move them over there to where I will care about them. And as soon as I am done with that and I crawl out of this pit that I have dug myself into, I will call the stream. And it doesn't look like
Right.
there's anyone active in the chat right now, so I guess I don't really have to do
no. Might be they all slumbered away.
Yeah, it is getting a little late.
Yeah.
Normally I stop a little earlier at like 10:30-ish. But I started the stream late today, so I thought I'd push it a little further back.
Yeah.
I think I will call it here then. Yeah? Yeah. That's enough to finish
Let's
this.
do that.
Alright.
I... God damn it.
Alright.
Froggy in my throat. Yeah, thank you for having me, and although as said, I don't have a freaking clue about Minecraft.
Yeah, it is a strange game with a lot of weird ideas of how things should work.
And the thing is, I can't even say I don't have Minecraft, because everyone who has Windows 10 nowadays has Minecraft, because it's part of Windows 10.
Yeah, it comes free with Windows.
Yeah, but no, I never played it. It's not exactly my type of game, so I don't
I
really...
feel that. Yeah, I find it hard to, like, I guess, self-motivate in Minecraft, and I think that is partially because I am at this level where I can just crush the game, if that makes sense.
Hmm. No.
Of like,
The toilet operator just came by.
toilet operator, I see you've just arrived in time for us to close out the stream. No retort to that?
Oh,
Alright.
there's a 10-15 seconds delay, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Though, how does he hear us if he watches without audio?
I don't know. Does he have... Is there subtitles? I don't think Twitch does subtitles.
I don't think so, too.
Yeah. Good night,
Or is it just...
Kai. I almost said good night, Zazzy. That was weird. Oh, okay. It says you're muted.
Yeah, Theo, it's strange. You have the icon for being muted. That's why I'm a bit confused about it.
Weird. Well,
Yeah, very weird.
yeah. I am going to, hop out now. And go to the bathroom.
I wish you a good night.
Good night.
And again, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
And also, good night for our watchers.
Yes. Good night.
The few we
all.
have.